Just wanted to quickly jump on here to update you about how my first week went. It is Monday, so I'm officially on day 8, which is kind of crazy. So once I made it past the first 4 days of feeling kind of like I was just detoxing, so I felt dizzy and I had headaches and just low energy, just generally kind of like not feeling it. And I was sleeping a lot. So once I got past the first 4 days though of that, now I feel amazing. Like I literally have so much energy and I've cut back on my coffee consumption. So yeah. And I also worked all weekend and like long shifts, like 2 9-hour shifts and then like a 6 or 7-hour shift, like on my feet all weekend. But I never felt starved for energy. And I also never felt like hungry or any like cravings or felt like the need to like have to cheat because, you know, I was like in a pickle and like really hungry. So yeah, I feel amazing. But okay, the reason that I actually came on here is because story time. So yesterday after work, I had a date and at like all day during work, I just had 2 bananas, some like raw walnut, like trail mix and dried peaches from the farmer's market. That's all I had. So by the time I got off my shift, I was like pretty hungry. But we had drive-in movie tickets and we had to be there at a certain time. We didn't have time to stop for food. So I just had to like kind of push through. By the time the movie was over, it was like almost 11. So I'm like, shit, like kind of panicking because Whole Foods is not open. Trader Joe's is not open. I'm like, ya girls gotta eat. So I was like, what am I going to do? Not about to cheat because I made it this far. So anyway, my friend Sienna, who's also doing the Raw Vegan Challenge, told me about this place, Wild Living Foods. It's all raw vegan except for the quinoa, which I found out after I had already placed an order for the quinoa. That's the only thing that they don't sprout. But everything else there is raw vegan. So I got stocked up on a bunch of stuff because the food is actually so good. Like, I'm not just saying this, like it is bomb. And yeah, so I got this chia seed pudding, which I have like basically finished because it is so good. I also got a green juice, raw vegan pizza, and a stuffed avocado. So I'm excited and I will definitely be back and I cannot recommend this place enough. So if you're doing a raw vegan challenge or even if you're not and you just want some bomb ass vegan food and you're in LA, Wild Living Foods in downtown LA. I don't live anywhere close to downtown LA, but you bet your ass I will drive down there just to go back to this place. That's how good it is. So... But anyway, the moral of my story is that I could have easily cheated last night. I could have easily said, you know, it's going to be impossible to find anything raw and vegan at this late hour on a Sunday night. So let me just, you know, whatever. I'll just get Popeyes or like whatever's open, you know. But no, I didn't do that. And I heard this on a podcast once and it's really stuck with me. If you can't keep a promise to yourself, like you can't trust yourself and you have to be able to trust yourself. Like if you set out to do something, it goes beyond willpower. Like willpower is one thing, trusting yourself to follow through on what you said you were going to do is a whole other thing. And you have to be able to do that for yourself. Because it just, yeah, you're you're not going to be able to follow through on other goals and dreams and achievements if you can't keep simple, like basic promises to yourself. Like if you're like, hey, I'm not going to drink this weekend. I'm just going to take a weekend off of drinking. And then if you go and break that, like you can't trust yourself. And the most important relationship you have is the one with yourself. You have to have you. You've got to have your back. So you got to be able to trust yourself. And that's the moral of this story. So yeah, don't break promises to yourself. Even when you think you're in a pickle, even when you think it's going to be impossible, there is always a way. You can always figure it out. And yeah.
Hey guys, I've had a really weird day, and then I just realized that I haven't vlogged about anything today. So today is day 4, and let me just tell you, I'm exhausted. When I started this raw vegan challenge, I thought that I would have a lot more energy, and on day 1 I did. Day 2 was weird. Day 3, my energy came back. And then today, I literally slept until noon. Like, what? Like, it was so bizarre. Like, that's so out of character for me. I mean, now, I used to like to sleep in, but now I normally wake up anywhere from like 6 to 8. So for me to sleep until 12, I don't know. Something is weird. So, anyway, I just wanted to show you guys how I make my overnight oats because this has kind of been my go-to for breakfast for the past few days, and it is bomb. So what I'm gonna do is first I do the milk. So I have my milk. It's my unsweetened almond milk that is 100% raw. And I'm gonna use like a shaker bottle. I guess you could also do it in a bowl, and like cover it, and like stir it, or in a cup, in a regular cup, and stir it and cover it. The most important thing is that it's shaken a little bit and then covered and put in the fridge overnight. So yeah. So I'm going to fill up 8 ounces, so a cup, and I have like a little guide on my cup here. Okay, so that's 8 ounces. And then I'm going to open this. And this one, the good thing about this, so I got these on Amazon. It came in a variety pack with like chocolate peanut butter and like other flavors. The good thing about this one is it does have some coffee in it. So tomorrow I'll be able to just swap out my coffee with this, basically. Okay. Dump that in there. And now, make sure that's closed. I'm just gonna shake it up. Just a little bit, doesn't need too much. Oh, my thing wasn't closed. Okay. All right, should be good. And again, like I said, you don't need a shaker bottle. You can do it. Why is this bottle leaking? You can do it in a bowl or a cup. Just make sure it's really mixed in there. And then I'm going to put it in the fridge, and it should at least have 12 hours to like soak, I guess, if that's what it does. But yeah, so in the morning it should be ready, and I'm just going to like drink it. Maybe I'll take a video of me doing it, but basically I'm going to drink it like a drink, but there is still like, it kind of tastes like watered down oatmeal a little bit. So like there's still like chunks and stuff in it, but it's not like gross. Like the texture is actually like really good. It's weird. I don't know. I'll take a video of me drinking it, but yeah. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, so I just got back from work. I did a long ass 9.5 hour shift. Yeah, 9.5 hours on my feet all day. So yeah, and obviously working at a steakhouse is not ideal when you're trying to do a raw vegan challenge. So I just took some juice with me. I had like a cold pressed kale, apple, celery, turmeric, like all these other things in it. I had one of those juices. I took my overnight oats with me, so I had that. And I had some peaches. So that's what I like snacked on throughout the shift. Obviously, it was tempting looking at all the food coming out of the kitchen. But so I wanted to show you what I brought home from my restaurant because it is still possible to eat raw vegan even at a steakhouse. So this is from my restaurant. It's the kale and Brussels sprout salad. The kale and Brussels sprouts are obviously raw. I threw in some mandarin oranges. It's just dried cranberries. And then I added some avocado as well. And then there's macadamia nuts, but those are raw and whole. And yeah, and then the dressing is just a simple vinaigrette, dairy free, so it's vegan. And yeah, so this is my dinner.